Love is you. Love is you. Love is you. Love is you. Love is you.
Hello, friends. I know it has been quite a while. It's been a few months since I have posted here. But I got a message a couple of days ago from Ebony. Thank you, Ebony. And I've been thinking for the past few weeks, I need to get on here and update you guys about my baby journey, my baby story. I'm currently getting over a cold, so please forgive me if I start coughing at certain points. So I feel like one's coming up right now. Okay. So, gosh, I have a lot to catch up with you guys on as far as my pregnancy. I didn't make regular videos because there's so many of those videos out, and I just didn't feel like doing weekly, monthly videos. Point blank, no other excuse or reasoning, but I just didn't feel like doing it. Making videos is a lot. It takes time. And a little bit of effort has to be put in. Although my videos are pretty simple and very minimal editing, it still takes time. But anyway, enough of the babble. Let's catch up. Okay, so I am currently 36 weeks and 1 day, and I am just so happy about my pregnancy, about life, about this little baby girl who will be here in 27 days if she's here on her due date. I'm in a couple of Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups, and a lot of the times I hear stories of, at this point where everyone's like, oh, it's just time to get the baby out already. I want to do things to induce labor now at this point. And, we're all around the same 35, 36 weeks, and they're saying stuff like this, and I'm just like, no, I just love this experience. Yeah, it sucks. Right now I'm getting over a cold, and I can't really take much of anything, but it's still, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with dealing with the struggle that comes along with being pregnant, not being able to take medicine, and just things being a lot worse. The normal cold, common cold, is a lot worse when you're not pregnant. When you are pregnant, it's worse because you can't really take anything. And you just really have to take your time and rest and, just take good care of yourself and stay well hydrated. And it's just a miserable feeling, but I still would not change anything about it. I love going through this pregnancy. I love the bonding experience with my little girl. At this point, she moves around a lot. She is in position now, so she's head down, and so she's constantly kicking. So my boob is usually jumping up at random times because she's kicking up, and it makes my boob jump up, which is funny to me because I could be typing at my computer and all of a sudden I see at the corner of my eye my boob jump. But she's moving around a lot. She's very active. She's moving right now, and it's just a beautiful feeling. Throughout these 36 weeks, I've been pretty much fine. I have a cold because I allowed my friend to come over, and she had a sick child. And when you're pregnant, your immune system is compromised. So it is very, very easy to get a cold. And I caught my nephew's cold. So it sucks. But I learned a valuable lesson. It's so funny because a few weeks before that, I was talking to my husband about what are we going to do when we have this newborn, because, I don't want to have too many people in her face as a newborn, because newborns are very fragile. I don't want her getting sick easily and, all these different things. So I was trying to figure out ways of how to let people down easily on, if you come over, there are certain rules. You need to wash your hands. No kissing the baby on the face, especially on the lips. no children are allowed, period. Just little things like that that would be offensive to people, but at the end of the day, as I told my husband, people's hurt feelings, I don't care. My baby's health is way more important than people's hurt feelings. And he thought it was kind of mean, so I was like, okay, so what do I do? And he's like, you know what, we'll just say that we're not having guests over for the first few weeks. So that's what we personally believe that we need to do. And so I think that's what we're going to just say to people. Of course, my dad and my little sister will probably come along. And then my mom is flying in from Florida. So it'll be very, very, very minimal people coming over. But those people that I could straight up say, chill, wash your hands, sanitize your hand, use the, what do you call what I'm talking about, the ointment, the sterile stuff. I will put it down right here. You guys know what I'm talking about, pregnancy brain for real. But yeah, so that was one of the things my husband and I were talking about. And then my friend comes over. She was visiting from Florida, brought her son. And then, of course, I caught the cold. My husband was very aggravated by that. And that just reinforced that conversation that we had before, that we have to be strict about this rule, about people coming over and stuff. And some people might think that's kind of an old school rule or not necessary, but that's what we're going to do. And we're sticking with it. Pregnancy overall has been great. I have been pretty healthy. I've been gaining weight at the normal rate, a couple of pounds a month. So it's been really good. I've gained weight, but not a crazy amount. It's just in the belly area. My hips have spread and gotten thicker for sure, but preparing for birth. She's been very healthy. I don't have any issues. I did all the diabetes tests and all the different blood work and stuff, and I've passed everything. The only thing is occasionally I could be a little dehydrated, and that's usually when I'm working from home, where I just forget to drink water. But surprisingly, when I'm out working and out on the street, I'm always drinking water. But when I'm home, I drink less, and that's when I'm usually dehydrated. I've only been sick twice, at the beginning of my pregnancy in the first trimester, and now. And yeah, other than that, it hasn't been that eventful. I've been doing fine, and everything has been beautiful. Monday, we got to see our little girl. We went for our final ultrasound that we have. She looks great. She has hair on her head, and a myth. So people say if you don't have heartburn or acid reflux, that means your baby doesn't have hair. And so I didn't have that, and so people kept saying that. And so when I went, I asked the doctor if there's hair. She's like, oh, you see the little fuzz there? That's hair. So she has hair. She may not have a lot of hair. I can't really tell. But she's got hair, so she ain't bald, because people were going to say she was going to be born bald. Actually, I've learned a lot of these old wives' tales are just little tales, because none of those tales have worked for me as far as having a little girl. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It hadn't meant anything for me. What else? We had a beautiful baby shower. My little sister really wanted to throw a baby shower. We're 12 years apart, and she's excited about her niece and really, really wanted to put a beautiful shower together. So there's pictures here that are popping up of our baby shower, which was great. I also took maternity photos, which are here. And that was great too. A friend of ours is getting into photography, so we enlisted him to take some photos for us. And then our baby room is looking great. There's still some things I want to do. Here are some pictures here as well. You can check it out. Yeah, so I'm still working on the baby's room, but it's very simple, very DIY. The dresser and the toy chest were my little brother and little sister's dresser and toy chest when they were younger. and it was in my dad's garage. So my dad pulled it out, sanded it down, painted it, and I ordered some new knobs for the drawer. They're like the crystal knobs. And we painted her name on the toy chest, and I put together like a little monogram Z for her first letter in her name over the crib with some wallpaper over it, and just little things that we just kind of like brought together, bring the room together. Not exactly Martha Stewart worthy, but it's a nice room and it's cute and I love it. That used to be my husband's man cave, and then he had to give it up as her bedroom. He's always making comments about how he never had his own room growing up. So she's spoiled already because she has her own room. And I'm like, chill. He also grew up with 5 older brothers, and he's the youngest. And yeah, he had to share with them, so he could chill. Anyways, what else? We are expecting delivery around August 29th. I have one more week of work left, and then I'm off on maternity leave. And like I said before, I am just happy and I feel so blessed, and I am super duper excited about this pregnancy, every moment of it. I'm definitely enjoying it, and I am anticipating her arrival. I have already purchased all my postpartum stuff, my postpartum kit. If you guys are interested in seeing that, then let me know, and then I'll show you what I bought. I also packed my hospital bag already, my husband's hospital bag, and some things for the baby as well. So all that's ready to go. Car seat's ready to go. We tested it out. Feel confident about setting it up in the car. And yeah, so we've pretty much done everything. I'm a planner, so I plan everything out. So every week I had goals, and this week I have goals to pick up the last minute items. Like I have all of my breastfeeding stuff. I plan to breastfeed, but I don't have freezer bags. So I'm actually going to be taking a trip to Walmart and just picking up a couple things, like the freezer bags for the milk. I want to pick up a couple of postpartum nursing pajamas, because I don't really have any of those, just to wear around the house, because I'll definitely be in the house. And just like little odds and ends, things that are not that much of a big deal, but I'd rather have them just in case. So that's what I'm going to get this week. Last week's goal was to find a pediatrician. So I did a lot of research on pediatricians, and I found 2 that I really liked and interviewed both of them, and then found one that I really, really loved. So we chose our pediatrician. And just in case you didn't know, it is good to look for your pediatrician before baby is here, because when you're in the hospital giving birth, before you check out, they will call the pediatrician to make an appointment. And if everything is normal with birth, your baby is supposed to see a pediatrician within 5 days of birth, at least in New York. If you have other complications, it might be less days. But I wanted to make sure I had a pediatrician that I really liked, so when I'm in the hospital, we'll make that appointment. And then, once I'm discharged, like within a couple of days, I have to take the baby for her first checkup. So I didn't know that information. I just learned all that from my research. So for those of you who don't know, now you know. And then, I have a couple of other things on my list of things to do. Again, any questions you have or anything you want to know about how I've done things, let me know, and I promise I'll be making a video on it. I have one more week of work left, but I imagine I'm going to probably not be going in too much. So I'll be around, so I will have more time to make a couple of more videos before the big day comes. So I could tell you about the things that I've prepared. So if you have specific questions, totally ask me. Also, I plan to be keeping up my Jin's Baby Story Twitter account, so stay tuned for pictures there, announcements when baby is born there. I'm actually gonna upload some photos that I've had for a while that I haven't put up there, because I've actually used Instagram more than anything. If you're interested in my Instagram and joining me and following me on there, it is Jinjin378. That Instagram account is kind of like a general Instagram account just about me and the things that I'm grateful for. So you'll see my little hobbies on there. There's pictures of me being pregnant throughout the months. So I'm actually mostly active there. So between Instagram and the Twitter account associated with this video channel, you'll see the announcement there whenever she is born. And then, of course, when she's born, I will put up a video and share. But anyhow, I just wanted to come on and update you guys, say hi, let you know I'm still around, let you know I'm still pregnant, and everything is fine, everything is great, everything's exciting, and this is just a beautiful, beautiful moment. So, and I'm very grateful for every single day. Sick days, struggle days, and the good days of pregnancy. All of it I wouldn't give up for the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It is a beautiful, beautiful experience, and I just feel so blessed every day. So enough of my babble, guys. Till next time, peace.